So when we want to um, practice, or when we want to have exercises to practice our intuitive skills, what really it is about is to, whatever skill you're going to work on is one that you have the physical sensation of. So we have our senses, and we want to heighten our senses, because once we pay more attention to our sensory experience, we can then differentiate. So we can have like almost like a shadow feeling or shadow experience that comes to us. I've like had a lot of sensations in my body, and I know that it's not the way I feel right now. There's no reason to feel like that. For instance, if you start thinking about a different person, or you connect to a person and you have a pain all of a sudden that you didn't have before, this would be not your pain, it's their pain. When you feel sadness that wasn't there before, if you have nothing to feel sad about, then you can then understand that that sadness is not yours, it's somebody else's. It's also if you walk in a shop and you kind of feel angry, or you feel like depressed or something, it could be another person projecting towards you. I always say it's like when you have a cup that overflows, it goes everywhere. It runs on the table, it runs on the floor, and it goes pretty much everywhere. And the same with people, when they build up certain things inside themselves, it overflows, and it actually is too much to contain, and they actually send it subconsciously to other people that can receive it. So this is really the curse of empaths, really everywhere. And yeah, I find that if you if you're empathic and you want to have less of an influence from the outside world, really get proficiency in how to pick up things from other people, and then you know what to block and what not, so you can really get control over it. Okay, so very much like using something that's not a skill and make it into one. As far as the exercises are going to go, is we can view an image for a short time and describe what we see. We can listen to sound, separate them and focus on them. We're going to do that just now. And then, as I was saying, the first up, we're going to feel something in your body and sensations, and what does it say to you. So if I focus on my body right now, I get a sudden tingle in my legs, which is a sign that something is really good. So I'm kind of feeling that whatever I'm doing right now is something really good, and that's going to benefit someone. So that's something that I really pick up straight away. And then if I think of someone, I can actually feel like I've got a feeling in my, say, heart area, because I think of somebody I really like. So these are things that you can have come up. So you can actually bring a person to mind, or you can bring a situation to mind, and then feel how you feel differently. If I bring up something that I have to do next week and there's quite a lot about it, I kind of feel like the logical part of my brain kind of flaring up. So it means that I've got to put a lot of attention to it, or thought to it. So do this, think of a situation, and whatever feeling comes from that situation, just pay a little bit attention to it. Okay, I kind of feel like that was enough for everyone to really get the point of it. You can do some more of this on your own. Yeah. I've just brought up an image and took it away. So that image is something that you can it was just a flash. Obviously, you can cheat and go back and pause it. You can, of course, do that. And try and think about what you saw. Okay, so what did you see in that image? What was on the left? What was on the right? Follow something, maybe a color that you saw. Go into the color, see what was from that color, what was contained there within that color. Then follow it around. What goes down from it, and what goes to the left of it. What grows towards the left of it. And if you move from that color to the right, what's there? And then if you saw something, say maybe in the corner, go from the corner and then work out towards the right, and then see what's there, and then go towards the top, and then build out from that corner out to the other corner. So try and experience, or see how many things that you picked up in this picture. And I'm going to bring up now what I can find in it. So without showing the picture again, we had 3 people. We had a red drink, an orange drink, we had hands, a salad, napkin, white shirt, a grey top, olives, tomatoes, and a feather. So these are all items that were in the picture. And the point of this is really a remote viewing exercise that is brought by Lynn Buchanan. You can read his books. He wrote the book Seventh Sight. He gives this exercise as well. So you can actually bring up a photo really quickly and describe what you see on the photo. You can leave the photo for a second, and then later on you can really just flash the photo. The way that our minds work is that we take in a lot of information really quickly, but we don't process all of it, because otherwise we just go crazy. Our minds know that we're a little bit slow on the uptake. So what it does is it brings everything in. It's all available to us. We can go back to it, but then we can slowly go through it. So the way that we focus on it is exactly like I was doing, where when we get an image on our reading screens, we will go back to the image, we'll bring up the image again. So say, for instance, I saw a dress, and then I can bring the dress up again and say, okay, well, the dress was red and it had white polka dots on it, and it had a white flared base, like there's 50 dresses because I just like them. And you know, what was built behind it? Oh, okay, cool. We had like black shoes, and we had white socks, or whatever the case is. So the thing is that once we've got an image, we can bring it back up and we can reflect back on it. So we also, if you picked up a feeling together with the image, you can bring back the feeling. We can also get images from feelings. There's an exercise for NLP that you can do this. I'm not going to go through it right now. If you feel it's a benefit to you, just put a question below, and then I'll explain it. So what I'm going to do now, you can hear my voice is now on the center track, and then what you can hear is that there's some noise that's happening apart from it. There's a whole lot of things that's here, because I'm in a place that's pretty cluttered. So there's a whole lot of other things that happen. So you can hear that there's things happening away from where my voice is, and it's all towards one side. You can hear that there's a noise coming from another side now, and you can separate that noise. So what you do is cut away from our voice and then just listen to the sound. So we got the sound separate from our voice, and you can just really focus on that. Okay, so the way that you do this, this is in the book Clairaudience, or how to master your clairaudience. I can't remember the book title, but it's from Intuitive Souls blog. You can check it out. I recommend this book to everyone. It is a fantastic source of literature. I highly recommend this book. There's two books I recommend generally. This is one of them. So Jessica Lee wrote the book. She also has a lot of information on a blog. You can go and read that. It's really helpful. I find it was really a good experience to read the book. I've worked through the entire book, and it really helped to strengthen my clairaudience. And she explains these exercises where you go in an area and you focus your attention on different hearing. Also from Jessica Lee is where and from Lynn Buchanan. It's really stood out to me that whatever skill, whatever clair you want to develop, do the work in the physical world to put more attention to that sense. If you put attention to one of your senses, like if you have attention to the feelings in your body, or you put attention to the smells, or put attention to what you see or what you hear. So all those things, or smell, all those sensations you can really practice in the real physical world. Really put attention to what you do, put more awareness about what happens around you, and this would help you with your intuitive readings as well. So your intuitive readings would really have the depth and benefit of you understanding the sense more, and being able to separate things and know how to pick things up better, because you have your physical body, you have a sense about how it works, and then you can also use that shadow sense basically in your intuitive readings, on your reading screen, and in your reading space to pick up more things. So really work on that. Practice this as much as you can. You can just really literally go walk around, pay attention to what you hear first, then pay attention to what you see, touch things that are around you. Pay attention how it feels. You can go, like when you go to the shops, like touch everything that's in the shop. Just mind if you break something. So yeah, so touch everything that's around you. Really smell things when you're in a restaurant. I wouldn't suggest smelling things in other areas like chemical plants, but do as you want to do. Just remember that whatever we do in our intuitive space is really a reflection of the physical space, and the more we practice the physical sensations, the better this gets.